Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be giving our review for Robin Williams and Patch Adams. I do own the Blu-ray. I just don't know where it's at the moment.
It's down here somewhere.
If it ain't down here, it's upstairs on the shelf. But either way, it was a film that I hadn't seen yet. She had seen it. But bits and pieces, not the full thing, I don't think he said. So it was on a streaming service. Do you remember? I don't know. Maybe Tubi. But anyways, doesn't matter. It was on a streaming service, so we watched it. Kind of a drama comedy about basically just a guy who starts out suicidal. Robin Williams and his roles that get you in the heart. And he goes and checks himself into a institution. And while in there, he realizes that he wants to help people and wants to do a better job than the doctor, the therapist, whatever you want to call him, at the institution was doing. Because
he did not do that.
The therapist doctor that was there obviously didn't care about the patients. He wasn't even listening to Robin Williams at times when they were having their sessions. And Robin realized he wanted to do something, that he wanted to become a doctor and actually help and listen to these people, because he actually was able to help and somewhat, in a way, cure like his roommate, I guess, who was afraid to even get off his bed because of squirrels. He helped.
That's the whole thing about it.
He helped him overcome that and actually be able to get off the bed. So he goes to college, and he's really smart. But he starts clashing with the dean. He starts clashing with his roommate at the college because his roommate's basically jealous that he's doing so well with not even having to study. The dean doesn't like him because he's going against Dr. Code, or like the way it's supposed to be done, and he's actually...
Even though it's not technically illegal in a way?
Yeah, even though it's not technically illegal, but it's just not the way that they were trained to do it, and he's actually able to do it and do better than him, honestly. So he
doesn't like it.
Yeah, he gets jealous about that. So it's basically Robin's characters struggle and battle with trying to become a doctor for the people, and he ends up making like his own little free clinic to help people, and then they kind of throw in this very dramatic scene involving this girl he starts really liking, that I think it took my wife by surprise when it happened, when the girl got killed.
Oh my god. I was like, holy shit, what is happening? So I knew the guy was a little off, but I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah. And once she gets killed, it affects Robin's character, and he kind of gets back into that depressed mode, and he starts blaming himself, and he's just wanting to leave because he doesn't think he's cut out for it, and they have to convince him to stay and fight.
He blames himself for her dying because of the medical stuff.
Yeah. And, but then basically by the end of it, he wins and is able to graduate and go on to be the doctor he wants to be. And it's just a really good, at times funny film. And it's one of his best. And I don't understand why it gets such a low score. I feel like this movie should get a lot more recognition than what it does. I think Robin does amazing in it. They balance the comedy aspects with the drama very well. My only drawback is the runtime. You start to feel it after a while. And I I still gave it a 5 out of 5. But I will say, if I had to dock it for the pacing, I would say 4.5 out of 5. It wouldn't drop significantly. But I'm gonna stick with my original 5 out of 5. But I will say
I do 5 out of 5.
The pacing is an issue. I do wish it was a little bit shorter, because everything else is just great. Performances, everything. It's just everything else works. It's great. It's in my top 5 movies of his. I'm still watching. I still have quite a few to watch of his that I haven't seen. So we'll see. I like to do, once I've seen everything with him in it, in sort of like a main role, I want to try to do like a top 5 video of his movies. Right now, I know 2 of mine would be obviously Patch Adams and Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't see those 2 leaving the top 5 at all, so I just have to fill in the rest with whenever I finish. And I'm not going to count, when I do my top 5, I'm not going to count Aladdin. Only because, is he kind of the highlight of that film? Yes, obviously.
But it's also animated.
But it's an animated film, and it's not necessarily his film. It's about Aladdin.
That, but also he's not in live form acting.
Yeah. I'm only doing stuff like Mrs. Doubtfire, Patch Adams, Father's Day, Cadillac Man, stuff like that. I'm not counting stuff like Fern Gully or Aladdin, or just stuff that he's had small roles in, like that the Shrink movie I reviewed. But I'll always love Robin Williams, and hate that he can't do more. But honestly, if he was still alive today, he probably would be retired anyways and couldn't do nothing anyways. So we probably wouldn't be getting new films from him. But it's just sad that he's gone. Even just knowing that he could still be alive, even if he couldn't provide us with entertainment on the screen, it's so sad. So sad that he's gone, but yeah, definitely recommend Patch Adams. I say give it a watch, and maybe you'll love it if you've not seen it already. So that's everything for our review for Patch Adams. So please comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for our videos, and we'll see you on the next one.